Before we get started, I want to give everyone a chance to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter. You're already on our YouTube channel. Don't forget our homepage there at yourhome.vegas. So on to the March 2015 Las Vegas market reports. We're going to start with a combined report. That's our single-family homes and condos. There were 16,746 units in inventory at the end of February. We added 4,882 new listings as of March. We had 3,358 units that were sold out of both groups in total, and 9,702 that had no offers at. We're going to start with the single-family homes and go into deep dive here. Pretty good month for March, although longer than February, so some of the numbers are a little bit higher than we would expect. We had 13,532 single-family homes in inventory at the end of February. That's up 2.6% from last month, down 3% from the same period previous year. We ended up with a median price of $230,000, up 2.2% from last month, and up 15.6% for the same period last year. Our average price for single-family residences, these were $335,262. That's up 2.1% from last month and 12.2% for the same period last year. Let's look at the homes that we added to the marketplace. So out of the 3,955 new single-family residences that were added to the marketplace, which is up 21.7% from February, 9.1% for the same period last year, the median price was $239,000 of the new homes we added to the marketplace. That's up 3.9% from last month and 8.6% for the same period last year. Was $318,890. That's up 4.2% from last month and 10.3% from the same period last year. Our sales were 2,707 units. So that sales number was up 37.8% from last month, the short month of February, and up 6.7% from the same period last year. The median price of the homes that were sold were $205,000. That's unchanged from February, but it's up 5.1% from the same period last year. So good gains year over year is what we're seeing. The average price of the homes that were actually sold were $249,891. That's up 1.2% from last month and 7.7% from the same period last year. We're going to see that over and over again, that pattern. This is the last category for a single-family residence. These are the 7,257 homes that had no offers. Now that's down 0.8 of a point from last month, but it's up 12.2% for the same period last year. So the market's getting more active and more houses are going on the market, but there's a reason why that is. We'll get into in a little bit. The median price for those homes that didn't get an offer were $264,000, up 3.9% from the previous month and up 5.1% for the same period last year. The average price of the homes that did not get offers were $416,544. That's up 3.8% from February and up 3.7% for the same period last year. So let's get this all on one screen so we can see it. So the median prices for the homes that sold were $205,000. The inventory already on the market from February was $230,000. The newly listed median price was $239,000, and the homes without offers had a median price of $264,888. We're going to do the same with the averages now. So the sold home average was $249,891. The new listed average was $318,890. The inventory average price of $335,266, and those without offers was $416,544. So we have a pretty wide range. We've got some more information here that's going to explain this a little bit better. So basically what's happening, and feel free to pause the video so you can look at this in more depth, 80% of the homes are selling between $100,000 and $300,000 in price. we always have homes and markets all the way through the spectrum in our price range. We have multi-million dollar homes here in the valley. So the big activity is happening in that $100,000 range. The days on the market category is important. So we see the trend line here that we are having fewer and fewer cash investors in the marketplace. So the days on market from 0 to 30 is falling. It's been abnormally high because of the cash investors, but this is going to continue to come down. We had a little spike in March. Okay. The next two categories are 31 to 60 and 61 to 90 day categories. In this category, we start to see that the well-priced homes that are properly priced are really leaving the market properly. Okay, they're leaving in a good, timely manner. We should be able to sell any home within 90 days if it's priced properly. There are exceptions. There are high-end homes that are very unique that need more time. We'll talk a little bit about foreclosures and short sales, but it's not impacting this number too much, and we'll explain why in a second. So in our final two categories, these are 91 to 120 and greater than 121 days. This is where we start to see that foreclosures, and pause this video and look at the data for a second. We see foreclosures are not leading this trend. Okay, there were only 274 short sales and 17 foreclosures that left the market last month. That's equal to 10.7% of this total category combined, which would be 28.3%. We're going to move on to condos and townhomes. We're going to run the data the same way. Okay. So all in all, for the condos and townhomes, our market at the end of February, the remaining inventory was 3,613 homes, up 1.5% for last month, which was down 2.4% for the same period last year. The median price for the condo townhome market was $116,000. That's up 0.9 of a point from last month and up 16.1% for the same period last year. Our average price of those homes that were left in inventory were $240,183, up 3.4% from last month, and up 17.8% from the same period last year. So the condo we added to the inventory in March 927 new condos and townhomes, up 58.7% from last month, down 1.4% for the same period last year. February is a short month, keep in mind. The median price of the new homes we added were $123,600, up 1.4% from last month, and up 12.4% from the same period last year. Our average price of those new homes that we added to the marketplace in March were $210,095. This is up 10.5% from February and up 4.9% from the same period last year. So out of the sales, out of that marketplace that was created in the month of March, were 651 units. The 651 units was up 33.7% from last March and up 17.1% for the same period last year. The median price of the homes sold the condos, townhomes were $115,000, up 9.5% from last month and 13.9% for the same period last year. The average price of these homes that sold in March were, drum roll, there it is, $163,636, which is down 0.6% from last month, but up 19% from the same period last year. So now, out of those homes, condos and townhomes that had no offers, there were 2,445. That's up 0.8 from last month and up 6.5% from the same period last year. Not sure what happened there, but we'll get that fixed by next month. The median price of those homes that didn't get offers were $120,000, which is up 0.1 of a point over last month and 9.2% for the same period last year. And the average price of the homes that did not receive offer, or condos and townhomes that did not receive offers, were $286,018. That's up 5.3% for last month and 11.1% for the same period last year. So across the board, we're seeing much better performance this year than last year. We're seeing good growth, and the stabilization should continue. Okay. So looking at the median prices overall, the homes that sold were at 115,000, inventory at 116. Offers without, or homes without, were 120,000, and the newly listed were just above that at 123,600. Looking at the averages for condos and townhomes, the average prices for homes that sold were 163,636, with the newly listed homes being listed at 210,095. The inventory average price that existed, 240,183, and the homes without offers average was 286,018. So here we see a much similar pattern, but a little closer together. Okay, days on the market. This here is also still elevated. Again, it's the investors. There's a lot of great deals on the market, both for SFRs and for C&Ts. So we're going to continue to see foreign investors and cash investors in the marketplace for a little while longer. It should die down by the end of the year, maybe to 23-25% some folks are looking at. But right now we're still up there in the low 30s. Okay, so this trend line is improving. It'll get down to more normal expectations. Here the trend lines aren't quite so bad at the 60 to 90 day categories. Still good overall the last several months. We have little increase in the 31 to 60 day, but all in all, the condos are priced well and the product is moving pretty well. As the market gets some energy and moves forward, we'll see more high-end condos come online, and they'll start to move a little bit faster as well. We are starting to see across both categories, including this, again, this same pattern where we have an excessive number of units that are on the market greater than 121 days and in the 91 to 120 day category. So there's a lot of homes on the market that are overpriced. We've heard figures that look anywhere from 25 to 40% of the homes on the market right now are overpriced, and that's what we're seeing a lot here. We got a lot of pride on the market. We do have a lot of homes that have been on the high end starting to move. So if you got questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to email me. You can contact us through one of our social pages here. Use your QR code reader, pause the screen.